toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Houston's offense will go to work first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could talk to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Caught in the backfield, it's Broussard. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down TFL, 2nd down TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Red Raiders offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer.
Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Morton. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Leaves it with the back. Still running at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the running back. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Play action. Finds his man. It's Connors. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Cougars line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This offense has it with really good field position. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone. A gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Morton. Finds his man down the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. They'll try the run. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Yeah, I don't know if the
quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Using his legs, it's Joyner. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Morton. The sure hands, it's Virgil. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And he got just enough of that one. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Rushes on him. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete, the defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Houston sends the punt team onto the field.
Number 91 on to punt it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. Makes one man miss. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Grabbed behind the line, it's Joyner. At the 45 on its way. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
Looking for space, it's Joyner. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And guys, how many 1st downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Motion from the wide receiver. They want to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Good, solid tackle.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the Red Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in, it's Connors. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Going to the running game. Fights off the defender. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. They go to the ground. He breaks the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled, then run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT, it's kind of like a punt.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll try the right side. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To throw, it's Morton. Unloads to the right. Found a seam. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. With the catch, it's Carter. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
First down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires one high and deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On target over the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Using his legs, it's Connors. Spins away from the defense. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. On the run, fires downfield. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the...
Pulls it in down the sideline. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Got it in the middle, it's Douglas. Breaks into the open, and they get him down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Morton. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. Give him 6. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
That's caught. It's Connors. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Under fire. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Dropping back, it's Morton. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown it in completion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half. Get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. Fighting off the defender. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a gap. It's Dickey. Got enough for the first. building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. It's a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Eakin. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Morton. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Broussard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Morton. That's caught. It's Douglas. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Eakin. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, Just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Red Raiders lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Houston, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit, you cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. We'll start with the first down. Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Morton. Caught behind the line. It's Joyner. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads it downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play call.
There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. The 20, the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Fresno State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they go back out there again and get some push.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Houston offense comes onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. And the Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
and they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.